Hi guys, Deb Acker here, back with another video. And the title of today's video is 3 tools to know you are getting closer to your goals. So I totally get it, on the path of life, right? A lot of times, right? We can feel like things aren't working. We can feel like we're not getting any closer to where we want to be. And it can be discouraging, right? And so I want to walk you through 3 ways to know you are getting closer. It is working out for you, and the things that you want in your life are going to happen, and it is only a matter of time. And so for those of you guys who are new to this series, new to my videos, I'm an intuitive coach, and I work mainly with women to help them to heal their past, heal their childhood patterns, specifically around abandonment and the abandonment that can show up when we have physically and or emotionally unavailable parents, right? And if you have this feeling, right, of sort of like, nothing I'm doing is working, or when am I gonna get there, so to speak? It might have felt when you were growing up, like if you grew up in a household with either physically and or emotionally unavailable parents, right, whether that was through, some kind of abandonment, whether that was through divorce or through addiction, whether that was through maybe a parent, passing away. Again, you might have felt like things weren't working out for you, but even more than that, you might have felt kind of like, what's the point? Like it might have been hard at that point, or it would have been really hard at that point in your journey as a human and a soul to understand, okay, like, why are these 2 people my parents? Like, what lessons am I here to learn? Did I just get the short end of the stick? What's the point of everything? And in essence, you might have felt like you're not making any progress, and like kind of just what's the point, right? So notice first and foremost, if on some level, some piece of that feels true for you, right? But then what happens is that when we go out into our, adult world, right, and we start to go from A to C, and a lot of times it can just feel like nothing's really working, right? There's no progress being made. We're not getting towards our goal, right? And so, the first step to really seeing that things are working out for you, right? And the first tool that you can use to really start to recognize, okay, I am getting closer to my goals, is to see all the things that are in the way of your goal as actually serving you to get you closer to your goal. So if you can start to see, okay, every single thing that's blocking you from your goal is coming up to be shifted, as to be cleared is how I talk about it, right? But to be shifted, to be cleared, to be changed or transformed in your life. If you can start to see, it's like, oh wait, the universe, source, God, however you define it, is supporting you right now. And even if something negative is coming up, it's supporting you that way, because it's like, okay, like say for instance, you want to start a business, but you're scared to speak your truth, for instance, right? If that's if that's something that you're struggling with, that and everything that's all the patterns that are similar and nuanced with that are going to come up, right? Because you're saying, okay, well, I want this business, and the universe is like, great, you need to learn how to speak your truth, so we're going to put this quote unquote roadblock in your way, right? So if you can start to see, any kind of triggers or any kind of challenges that come in your way as actually supporting you, that's tool number 1. Tool number 2, and this is such a great tool, Andy Dooley is the first person I was introduced to through this, and the tool is starting, so you're at point A, or you're at an A- or B+, right, and you wanting to get to C, right, and so, you're somewhere along that path, you're somewhere along that journey. And the tool he uses, he calls these transitional statements, and it's just a really awesome way to start to honor your progress. It's just to say, I'm starting to, right? I'm starting to do more things to start my business, right? I'm starting to speak my truth more, and so really starting just to use those, I'm doing it now, to use those transitional statements to, again, to notice and honor your progress. And along those same lines, and tool number 3 is really to see all the proof that things are working, right? So, what can happen is like, say for instance, you have a certain money goal around your business. You could think to yourself, okay, well, I'm not at that money goal. Instead of saying, okay, well, here's all of the things that I did. I built a website, right? I'm going to networking events, which you're probably not doing right now, but you might be going to virtual networking events, right? Starting to take notes and take account of all the minor, small steps that you've taken towards your dream, towards your goal, right? And it's so, so, so important that you really, you see, you honor that, you see it, you take it into account, you really take it into your body, right? And you allow yourself to really, just see yourself for all the work you're doing, right? Because again, it can be really easy to go, oh, it's not working, because say for instance, you're starting that business and you haven't gotten your first client, right? So you could think, oh, it's not working, right? Instead of going, okay, well, here's all of the steps that I'm doing, you know, and for instance, I'm using the example of starting your business, right? Here's all the steps and all the progress that I've made in doing that. So that is today's video. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are enjoying it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you are wanting to take this work further, take this work deeper, I would love to support you. You can head to deboraacker.com. I've got a 15-minute complimentary catalyst conversation where we'll talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how I can help you to get there. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.